So welcome to another round of thrills and spills that comes with the territory of knockout football of the highest order, where we're about to witness a clash of two sides, both passionately supported and unashamedly single-minded in their quest to make the final eight. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. So with every step comes heightened hope, heightened expectation, Jim.
Yes, Peter, I think this is probably the round where you get a serious indication as to who the serious candidates are, who has the momentum.
And of course, there are tactical considerations to take into account.
Yeah, that too. All factors that will have a hand in today's outcome.
So straight into the action. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Neymar, good purposeful running this. Nice defending, physical and effective.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Alexandro. Especially on the overlap down that left-hand side. He can swing in a tasty cross from the byline or cut in himself and take a shot. Best of all, he's so incredibly fit that he can keep doing it for 90 minutes, by which time the opposition start to flag, and he's still going strong.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Hey, back into the centre. What's going wide left? Just to go back here. And they're quick to get it back. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's even Nielsen! Brazil! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Brazil have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Ivory Coast are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Evan Nielsen receives it in a good position here. Sabinho. Off facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Brazil currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Head out towards the right wing. He is through here. Great vision. It is a corner. Oh, greatly! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. That's a good run down the left. Could move up a gear here. And it's Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Joelinton. And here's Savinho. And here's Neymar. And here's Evan. And the shot! Oh, cracking at him.
The Nielsen certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Bruno Guimaraes. Joelinton. Savinho. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Here's Evan Nielsen. Loose ball now. There's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Danilo.
He's only too happy to take that back.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That looks a decent ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Danilo. That's a good foray he's making. Neymar. Now it's Martinelli. Look at the shot. It's two up now, and they are cruising. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And now he has two. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
The whistle stop, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Brazil are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. So right back into the action. Martinelli. Martinelli making good progress. Engages and forces him off the ball. Linton. Savinho. Savinho carries the ball down the right. Martinelli. And it's Alexandro. And it's Linton. And here's Evan Nielsen. That's destined for the flank. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Gabriel does well to get it back. That's the throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Early stages of the second half, and still two between them. Marquinhos. Alexandro. Ava Nielsen looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Now it's Savinho. And here's Linton. And not here for a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Nicely spread. Linton. And it's Guimaraes. For Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes makes a dash for a chance. He's done very well to get to that.
The Nielsen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's managed to get rid. And now they can spring out of defence. Just about up to 75 minutes. Bruno Guimaraes. Can he spark a counter here? Marquinhos. Spread to the right. Well timed, excellent interception. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's Neymar. Linton. Now it's Savinho. Savinho going face to face with his great rival. And here's Neymar. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's managed to get free. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Camisa 26, camisa 11, camisa 8, camisa 39.
Danilo, over to the right flank.
Entrada de
Good work on the right flank here.
camisa 10, camisa 23.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight.
Teremos uma
That's put play to the danger. Oh, it's Evan Nielsen. Just 5 minutes left. Oh, good spread. Rafinha. Oh, he's having a go! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil have opted to make another change here. Got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
It's good to see that, Peter. He put in a very good day's work, and you can't do a lot more. It's a well-deserved rest.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Danilo has the space to scheme. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Brazil are starting to look good, very good. They're certainly looking like a team with confidence, a winning team.
Your reflections then, Jim. From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
So with barely any time to recover from the previous round of games, it's time to go again. Victory here would be a giant step towards the prize that everyone desires. It is quarter-final day. The colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we rise now for the English national anthem. Well, both managers are pains to state that their teams aren't quite where they should be just yet. What did you make of that assessment, Jim?
Well, it's just a case of trying to keep their players in check, Peter. At this stage, your focus needs to be on what's in front of you right now, and you can't be thinking too far ahead.
So we're very much on the way now. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Now it's Evan Nielsen, and this is Neymar. Martinelli. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah.
It's Neymar! There it is!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Martinelli. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Joelinton. And here's Evan Nielsen. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Neymar clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And here's Evan Nielsen. Now it's Savinho. Danilo. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, just skips big chance! He's got away with one there. Yehi. And Yehi. O'Reilly. And it's Stones. And it's Neymar. Joelinton. And here's Evan Nielsen. Great, but he's had a shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Brazil with the corner. They're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Savinho. Rice. James. That's a good foray he's making. Anderson. Spread it left. It's a good run down the right. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Bruno Guimaraes, spread out to the left. And here's Neymar. He's found a way through. And a chance! And there's a goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And now he has two. Brazil are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break. Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Neymar. Now it's Martinelli. Stones spots it and intercepts. Brazil looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Alexandro. And it's Guimaraes. Jorlinson. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Anderson. That's an imaginative pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Alexandro Martinelli. And here's Evan Nielsen. Laid out to the left flank. Well, that's well seen too. Bruno Guimaraes. James. So, temporary halt to the action. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Brazil looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. We're on the move again. That pass isn't the best. Yehi. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Now it's Savinho. Bruno Guimaraes. It's Jorlinson. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Savinho has it in a wide position. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Evan Nielsen. Bellingham. Anderson. Rice. It's looking wide. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass is just off target. Brazil in a very solid position. 2 to the good. O'Reilly. Neymar being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nicely spread. Savinho. And here's Evan and the shots! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. England have the chance to go the other way. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Danilo. Linton. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Martinelli. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Aims beyond the defence. Martinelli. Bruno Guimaraes. Linton. Distributed tidily. And it's Guimaraes. He's on it. Can he get away? O'Reilly. Bellingham. It's a good ball out wide. No, it's Saka. He has found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Danilo.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Martinelli. Martinelli making good progress. 75 minutes played. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Now just moments away from a semi-final place. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 9, camisa 26, camisa 39, camisa 8. Campo para a entrada de camisa.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Camisa 14.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
Teremos uma
Lucas Paqueta. Santos. He's having a hit! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! He's got himself an absolute peach. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Brazil in a position of real strength now. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Rodgers. Nicely weighted ball. That has been cut short. The final 5 minutes. Lucas Paqueta. Rafinha. Anderson.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Quality ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Danilo
acréscimo.
carries the ball down the right. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Rogers. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And that is that. So then, can they afford to believe just 2 games left and the wind is well and truly in their sails? So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Brazil can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
So the huge prize of a place in the final awaits the winners of this do-or-die contest. The fans in the stands watch on, as does the rest of the world, eager to see which team prevails on the day. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, the glitzy opening ceremony feels like yesterday, Jim, but here we are. We've reached the semi-finals.
Yeah, it's been a competition that's kept on giving in terms of drama, Peter. No wonder the time has flown. It's just been very exciting. And I have the feeling that this game will be no different.
We are just getting started. Good chance! And he's had it nicked away. Nicely shaped ball, somewhat off target. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers, Peter. And this fella, Rafael Leao, is another really good example. He likes to play down the middle, or he'll go to the left-hand side, wherever he can kind of get his run started.
It's such a chance! Goal! Brazil! And that is about as cool as they come. He picks his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
9 minutos de primer tiempo. Inicia Martin.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Now that's well seen too. So just one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Martinelli. That's a good run down the left. It's Joelinton. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Neymar. It's a really well-measured ball. Martinelli. And it's Guimaraes. Linton. And here's Neymar. He's going to be quick to recover this. And he's following up. And that is doing no harm at all.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Brazil very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Vitinha to Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Martinelli.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Martinelli. And it's Guimaraes. And he's in on Joelinton!
Nearly, but not quite. I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Cancelo. He's in plenty of space here, and he's picked it up out wide. Cancelo is onto this. Shot! Cristiano Ronaldo! A class apart! Out on his own! Sumptuous finish and absolute joy! They have brought themselves an equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp pitch, true finish.
If you have that good a connection, you know where that's going to end up, Peter. I think he knew the moment he caught it.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bruno Guimaraes, Martinelli. And this is Neymar. It's Neymar! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, the scoreline is tight. The tie right on a knife edge. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Savinho. He's a sharp little ball here. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Bruno Fernandes. João Neves. For Cancelo. Moved on forwards. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. And here's Neymar. Tries for a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Cancelo. Showing great feet there. And he's picked out the run. It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Savinho. Facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Not the most convincing of passes. Gonzalo Inacio. And the keeper's given it away. Neymar! It's a goal! An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Brazil with the lead. Vitinha. Ruben Dias. Now Gonzalo Inacio engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Evan Nielsen.
Jogados 2 minutos de
Fabinho. Evan Nielsen. And that pass just didn't quite work. We are into overtime. Spread to the right. So it's half-time in the semi-final. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want him to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So the end of the first half in the semi-final. Brazil are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Back on the way then. Tries to play it through. And he plays one through. Cleared without hesitation. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's a good foot in there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Danilo. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Ronaldo, and he's got the beating of his man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Martinelli. Over to the right flank. Bruno Guimaraes needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it. Now, the Nielsen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Evan Nielsen. Now, who's going to be first to this? And this is... It's been shipped out wide.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. João Neves. Brazil have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Neymar has found the net here, of course. Bruno Guimaraes. Gabriel. It's Savinho. Savinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ava Nielsen, great vision. Well read, and the danger is averted. Vitinha, playing out to the left flank.
You have to expect that from everyone there.
Stabinho, Linton, and it's Neymar. Half an hour gone in the second half. Well, this lead is tight, but it does look as though it may see them through. They have 1 foot in the final. Oh, such a clever touch. And the finish! And that's in. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. That really is quite fabulous. All of his own doing.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Keep play on the left-hand side here. Pass is just off target. So Neves. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. Edison. It's Linton. Now it's Pedro. Linton. Oh, that's neat. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ibanez. Now Edison. Here's a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Brazil with the corner. They're first. Impressive jump. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Rafinha. That's ball. It's loose. Who's going to get there? That's at the end. Brazil are through and the stands erupt in delirium. This is what it means to them. Utter delight. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, they passed that test in flying colours, and they have every reason to believe that they can go all the way now.
Well, how long we've waited for this festival of football to reach its climax. It feels like an age ago that the first qualifiers kicked off, and now here we are. The final showdown, the ultimate prize awaits at the end of all of this. But there's an awful lot of football to be played before then. The players are ready, and we're about to get underway. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. It's hard to imagine how those players might be feeling, but what do you think might be going through their minds, Jim?
Well, I think ultimately they'll be wanting to enjoy it, while at the same time trying to remember their tactical instructions and the jobs they've been assigned. I think both teams have had a wonderful journey so far, so this should be an excellent final, Peter, and I'm desperately looking forward to it.
We are just getting started.
Well, having been involved in quite a few games of this stature, Peter, you can never get enough of this. It really is quite surreal.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, history tends to say that these finals are pretty tight games, Jim. Same again, do you think?
Yeah, the odds are that's always likely to be the case, Peter, but I'd like to think that fortune will favour the brave here.
Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this guy, Gabriel Martinelli, is someone whose game has come on in leaps and bounds since being plucked from relative obscurity, Peter. He's one of the best dribblers in the top flight. And I always say about wingers that if they can marry their technical ability with their great pace, they're on a winner.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. So, no chances falling either way for the time being. Gabriel. And it's Alexandro. And here's Neymar. He's on it. Can he get even Nelson? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Brazil with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Germany are looking to go forward now. Havertz. Alexandro. He's having a hit! Other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Havertz. Bruno Guimaraes. To Martinelli. Jorlinson. To Danilo. Played back into the centre. And it's Guimaraes. Jorlinson. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Spread out to the left. Here's the return pass. Now it's Neymar. Pavlovic.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lemecha does really well to win the ball back. Martinelli. And it's Guimaraes. Danilo. And here's Evan Nielsen. And the shot! Brazil! And there you have it. The first spark in this most special of games. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Well, I'm starting here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, it's certainly a huge goal, Peter. One that I'm hoping will now open up the game a lot more.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 Liston. That's a shade optimistic. Pavlovic sends it crossfield. And it's Sané. Played out towards the right wing. Just eases him off the ball. Martinelli making good progress. All the way back. Lemecha, it's a pretty loose pass. It's very disappointing, it has to be said.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Eva Nielsen, Savinho, and it's Guimaraes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Space for him to turn and look. In with the challenge. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Alexandro gets it clear. Alexandro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's Neymar! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Vince. Luciana. Vince going after that. Martinelli driving on and making good progress. Now it's Havertz. And it's Sané. And we have breezed through the first half of the final. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So, Jim David, halfway through, what are your thoughts for the final so far?
Brazil really need to keep their focus now, Peter. They have the all-important lead, but the opponents are going to come at them with everything they've got in the second half, so they can't afford any switching off.
Half-time then, just 45 minutes between us and the climax of it all. Brazil looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Brazil can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Joelinton makes a dash for it. And here's Neymar. Now this could be a chance. Corner number 2 then. Oh, good effort! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Mecha. Tar. Luciana. There's Kimmich. Sané.
You have to expect that from everyone then.
Alexandro did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Savinho supplying the width on this right-hand side. And it's Joelinton. And here's Eva Nielsen! Oh, cracking effort.
Well, he went with real power then when something dainty and subtle was called for.
Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Neymar. Luciana. Now it's Havertz. Brazil just about have their noses in front. And he strikes one from range. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Hits. Now Schlotterbeck. Pavlovic. Front-footed pressing going on here. Bruno Guimaraes needing to deal with defending that's more up close. He's having a pop against the crossbar. And he's gone looking for safety. And they're quick to get it back. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And this is Neymar, out towards the flank. Joelinton. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Joelinton does well to get it back. And here's Neymar. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Nemecha. Pavlovic. And it's Pavlovic. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Joelinton. Oh, good ball. Oh, shooting chance. And for a moment, time stood still.
Substitution with Ivory.
Number 10. Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Now it's Havertz. Savinho. Can he spark a counter here? Savinho.
That's good play from him.
He is through here. Somewhat off target.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It is a narrow lead, but they are clinging on to it right now. Just a few moments from glory. Gabriel. Danilo, who does have an assist to his name. Savinho, steaming forward at pace. He's got away. Savinho. Savinho will not want to lose it. Oh, he's having a goal! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Gabriel calmly anticipates. Very much into the last knockings. Savinho.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That's very neat.
There will be one at a time.
Good looking ball. Nemecha. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Wirtz. And that's it. A tale of 12 that started pretty much with the conclusion of last season and ends with the realisation of the ultimate dream for this set of players who are on top of the world, winners of football's ultimate game, its ultimate competition.
Well, Peter, they've been magnificent in this tournament, and I've loved the way they've approached every game so meticulously. But alas, time has beaten us, so all that remains is for me to thank you for joining us, and we bid you farewell. Bye-bye for now.